Hello YouTube and welcome back to Fire Gaming Project. So in this short video, I'll be breaking down the new version 2.5 weapons that we'll be receiving or have the opportunity to receive in the next patch. So these are my early thoughts and let's get to it. So basically it's all catalysts. Okay, and we'll just start with the first one, Kagura's Verity, which is the new 5-star catalyst weapon specifically for the new 5-star character, Yae Miko. And it's basically like an electro purple version of what real-life Shrine Maidens use. I don't know the full name of it, but it's basically, yeah, if you go to Japan and you go to the shrines and you watch the Shrine Maidens, it's basically this thing. It looks like the thing that they actually use, and I don't have the actual name right now, I'm sorry, but they shake it and it has bells on it, and then they do their enchanting and etc. And the other thing that she does use actually more often in her animations that we saw today in the version 2.5 preview live stream is she uses that stick with the paper talismans on it, and she waves it around. So it's very much like what the real life Shrine Maidens do in Japan as well. So anyway, the Kagura's Verity. So because this is not going to share any leaks, we can't officially talk about any of the, the stats or the passives and the such like that. So we will wait until the official card comes out from MiHoYo on their Twitter account and other social media before we talk about it in a pre-release analysis perspective. Okay, to talk about like if that weapon, how it's comparable to other weapons that we currently have, and etc. But in this video, I'll lightly touch upon other catalysts, of course, because the whole point of it is talking about catalysts. The other weapon that we'll be getting is the free event limited weapon, 4-star Oathsworn Eye. It's also a catalyst. It's also in the shape of the clam. So that weapon could be for Kokumi because she is confirmed to be a rerun character on the next patch, 2.5. Now, we again don't know officially the stats and the passives for Oathsworn Eye. Okay, but what I could say is that although it looks like it's for Kokumi, I would say let's just keep an open mind. It could also be, a universal weapon that could work on, Yae Miko as well, because it is coming out on her patch after all. Remember, if we think back about the last patch, which was 2.3, where we got, let me see, I'm just gonna quickly find. So where we got Albedo's weapon, specifically for him, the new Cinnabar Spindle, right? And of course, this is very specific and it is for him because it has defense on the substat. Now, Yae Miko's weapon is probably not going to be like that, where it's very, very specific like that. But regardless, usually, my point is, during the 5-star, the new patch and the 5-star character banner and the related weapon, whether 4-star or 5-star, the weapon is always related to the character. So I feel like the Oathsworn Eye is still going to be possibly relatable to Yae Miko despite its current aesthetic, which looks more like a clam shape, which it is a clam shape, sorry. Therefore, it's probably not only suitable for Kokumi, but Kokumi also being a rerun character for 2.5 means that it's likely going to be very powerful for her too. Now, there are some catalysts in the game that I didn't have, which is the prototype, and I talked about this in my review of Kokumi as well, the prototype Amber. I don't have that one because it's a very specific healing one. Now, although she is a healer, she heals enough plenty already without an extra healing weapon, right? And so anyway, and I used her as support, so I put the Thrilling Tales on her. But definitely I know that the prototype Amber is currently, before any of the other new ones come out, the new weapons, is currently her best 4-star weapon, and I would never recommend people pulling for her Everlasting Moonglow unless you really love using, Kokumi and you really want to kit her out with it. But I would never recommend that because I don't believe any other Catalyst user, except for maybe Barbara, would need that. And I do not think that you need to kit out your Barbara with a 5-star Catalyst either. So let's just, get away from that. But since we have Kokumi on the screen, let's just very quickly go through the options here. So let's just see, like, basically, there are so many options. Like the Hakushin ring, I actually specifically crafted 5 of these to get an R5 recently. And I have a feeling that this could work on Yae Miko. Now, hear me out, okay? I feel like this could work, and people trash talk this early on because it's very specific, and that's very agreed upon. But we already also knew that this could be something that Yae Miko could work with because she is Electro, and she will create lots of Electro reactions, right? So I feel like this could work for her, and although it says energy recharge in the subset, but keeping in mind, if we go to like Raiden Shogun, her main weapon is an energy recharge weapon, and remember the Inazuma characters, a lot of them need the energy. Okay, that's the overall theme of Inazuma, in case you haven't noticed. So that's why I feel like the Hakushin ring might be good, but we have to wait until, she's released, okay? Now, regardless of what happens, although I really like the Kagura's Verity's design, I am not going to pull for it. I am definitely skipping it. I feel like it's either going to be very specific for her, or maybe her and maybe Lisa could use it because that's what's happening right now in the game as well. The 5-star and the 4-star version of the same type of character, same element and same weapon type, usually can use the same weapon. We saw this with her. Well, I don't have it obviously, but the Everlasting Windglow, I just talked about it, would also work on Barbara, right? And with Noelle here on the screen, so the White Blind obviously is hers, but then regardless of that, like Ito, he had his, Red Horn Stone Thresher. I don't have it, right? I gave him the Unfortunate set, but the Red Horn Stone Thresher is also really good on Noelle, right? Which I just had on the screen, right? So a lot of times now, the 5-star characters that are replacing their 4-star counterparts, basically, they can share the same weapon, which I think is cool, but at the same time, I don't know that I need the Kagura's Rarity for my Lisa or my Yaimiko if I get her. I feel like energy recharge, we have so many other options. We have Favonius, which is a very universal weapon. I don't even have it leveled up here, right? But again, the Hakushin ring is an energy recharge one, and I really feel like this could work. Other people have tested this out, and I've seen other YouTubers test this out when it first dropped. Some people really hated it. Mtashed, a very popular streamer. I'm just naming him and giving him credit. He made a complete video that was very popular, and he trashed this weapon. Other smaller streamers tested it out, and they said it's okay, but you have to make it work within its, limitations, let's say, within its passive, right? So, I mean, I feel like maybe Yaimiko could be the right character to use this. I mean, it could be used on Lisa. People do use it on Lisa, but they have other options for Lisa. They give Lisa, for example, Thrilling Tales, and also people don't even use Lisa that much. So there are other options, right? Definitely, I would say that Yaimiko currently, as of what we know about her right now, in terms of weapons, she could probably do really well with any type of weapon. I'll be very honest with you. Whether it's crit rate or attack or elemental mastery, they did mention that in the live stream as well, that she could scale off of elemental mastery, or she will be scaling off of it in some of her passive talents. So that could be something, right? Map of Mare would be something, right? Sacrificial Fragments if you have extra one. Widsith could be okay too, because this one has, Elemental Mastery, Elemental Damage, etc. as one of the options in the 3 types of buffs that you could get, right? These are all things, right? Blackcliff is a steady placeholder weapon, right? Blackcliff Agate here. I did get a Frostbearer just to see what it is, so that I have one of each of the Dragon Spine weapons. I'm not going to level it up further, obviously, but I just wanted to have one of them, right? So, that way it's easier to refer to when I'm talking about these things. So I don't know if this is specifically good for her, but I'm just saying, there's many options, okay? So let's leave it at that. What do you guys think about the version 2.5 new weapons? Are you guys excited about the Kagura's Verity 5-star catalyst for Yaimiko? Are you guys going to kit her out for that if you get her? Or are you going to find her some alternative? Another 5-star weapon perhaps? Or another 4-star weapon? Or maybe you're going to give her the Oathsworn Eye once you get it to R5? Because if you're going to get to R5 and level it up to level 90 anyway during the event period, which you get a event experience bonus of 1.5, which means it's discounted in terms of using your resources, why not, right? And if no one else, if you have no other character that's ready to use that weapon once it's done, why don't you give it to her, right? Or would you consider what I'm considering? Maybe the Hakushin ring could be good for her. Now, I'm not going to be the one to test it out in terms of leveling it up first and then trying it on her. I'm going to wait until other bigger streamers figure it out, and then we'll go from there. But also, once officially the information from the new weapons and also more information about Yaimiko comes out, I should be able to give you a theory crafted idea of it as well, of course. And I will make that video, but I won't actually, level these up until I am confident that I want to. I don't want to waste resources, that's why, because they're very scarce. Anyway, let me know what you guys think about the version 2.5 new weapons. What are your guys' thoughts? What are you guys' plans? Let me know, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you.